What's up, all? Question of the day for you today. Whether or not Vegas is going to go back to themed hotels and casinos, because obviously we got a giant guitar being built on the Strip. What do you think? Would that be an attraction? Would it be a draw? The themes were necessary back in the day. Back when Steve Wynn built resorts like this, guess where I'm at in the chats, it was different. You know, you needed to have people who owned a camcorder video your stuff, and then you had to expect them to show their friends. Nowadays, everybody has a video camera in their hand, and it just, I don't know, it just doesn't have the same je ne sais quoi, as the French would say. It doesn't have that same feel, like when you show somebody something incredible because they've already seen it on social media. By the time it launches, no big deal. We all know what it is. It's different. But would Vegas do better with themed hotels in it? Would that be the cure to all the ills? I have no idea. I launched my video earlier today. I'm trying to do new concepts. Some people like it, most people don't. But the smart people are staying on the channel. That's all I need to have. It's my smart crew. All right, 7 out of 10. YouTube creates mental illness in us. One of the things they do is on this little screen right here, it tells me how many people have watched and where it ranks along my last 10 videos. And it causes severe anxiety in YouTube creators. I consistently am texting with my friend, Jay Bravo, and he's always showing me his numbers, and he's like, oh man, I'm 10 out of 10. And when we get a 1 out of 10, we're in the top of the world, baby. And when we get a 10 out of 10, we wonder why you don't like us. We say, why do you hate us so much? But I hope you guys are having a great night. As always, this stream is sponsored by me and 1K a day. And I have a student coupon code, and I'll shout you out if you guys do get into it today. But we have a couple of spots open for that. Bonus day, because we sell out every single day. And today we actually seem to have extra because we have our thing going on here. Am I logged in as not leaving Las Vegas on this device? I certainly am. So let's go watch. See how I sound. I do sound okay. I sound halfway decent. I look halfway decent too. I'm good, man. So we got Alvin in the chats. I got Scott, who likes the content. Great. Good evening. I hope you're well. Stephen Fife from Scotland says. Michael says Treasure Island. And Bradley says, how you been? How you doing? Oh, Joe, you got into 1K a day today? I haven't seen any of my emails. It usually tells me when I have a sign up for 1K a day. Unless you did it way earlier, in which case you're still awesome. Congratulations. Welcome to the student base, buddy. I see somebody named Mr. C. I see Mr. C. Oh, I had 2 Mr. C's today. Yeah, who's to say that you didn't? I just don't know that I have an email. But anyways, love you. Awesome. We had some feedback. Oh, just a few minutes ago. It sends me an email late. Thank you so much for joining, brother. We had some feedback on the book recommendation I made yesterday, The Richest Man in Babylon. I do recommend you read that book if you want to have a very basic, but waiting for new vids. Jay, I do videos 5 days a week, brother. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. The only reason I'm streaming today is because I want to tilt my streams to Saturdays and Sundays, but then Easter, I got an invite to go to a friend's house. And I'm going to go to the friend's house. They live in a bougie part of town, and I love to immerse myself with those types of folks. They're really nice people. The wealthy can be super nice. They can also be horrible, abhorrent pricks, but most of the time, most wealthy people I've met are Christian-based, and they're really nice. Oh, student vids. Yeah, we're going to do a video tomorrow. I posted up I did my live stream last week. I got to get on those. And then I spent all day long just emailing students back because for some reason they weren't getting through to me, and I hate that. I want to get back to students within an hour, if not a few minutes in a lot of cases. Anyways, I'll post up the link if you guys want to pick up your copy of 1K a day. Let's see if this special price, no, it didn't work. It didn't save. I have to change this. It's 402 is the code you can use. Alvin says, think we can get in a few more rebound days from the markets. I'm recovered. You know what? I thought it was going to, what did it do today? It jackknifed up and down, and then it sank, and then it recovered, right? Did it? I didn't look. I don't look at the markets past when I trade in the mornings, and then I trade in the mornings, and then I stop. I get out. I had to leave my house last night. I had to leave my house for the Trump speech last night because I knew if I traded that, I would do the wrong thing, and I didn't know what he was going to say. I thought either, and I don't get we're not getting political. I'm telling you factual things that happened that are history. Okay, here's a fact for you. 1492, Columbus sailed the ocean blue. I'm not getting political. But last night I thought Trump might come out and be like, oh, we're done, everything's closing up, and it's going to be great, but he didn't, and then everything melted down at 6 o'clock at night. So it just, and that's the thing about futures. Like some of you guys say, I don't have time to trade, I can't. Dude, it runs 22 hours a day. You get into the markets at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, Pacific Standard Time, 6 o'clock Eastern Time. You can trade when the London session opens up. That's what, 5 o'clock, 12 midnight Vegas time, 3 in the morning East Coast time. There's lots of times to trade. You don't have to sit around looking for swing trades all day. Theme casinos. Maybe I'll take casinos that don't nickel and dime me. Oh, okay. Howdy, Steven. Small recovery today. Okay. Trump spike was crazy down. Yeah. I'm going in tomorrow. Palazzo or Caesars. I mean, I like Palazzo. Caesars has, okay, this is just my opinion, and I'm going to get myself kicked out one day for saying my opinion, and they could do that. But Caesars has too many prostitutes, bro. I was going through there last week, and I couldn't believe how many short skirts and tiny little bags and girls walking around by themselves were there. There is a lot of, oh, physical copper. Nice, man. You can trade copper futures. I'm making a new product right now that I'm going to launch soon that's going to help futures traders even if they're not my student. It's going to be $50 a month, and it'll give them concise ideas of what they should trade in the futures markets. Are they hot though? I mean, they're prostitutes, so I guess, I don't know, but that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know. You go to Caesars and it's very not what it used to be, I guess is all I'm saying. I'm gonna sneeze in a minute. Not buying. That's good. Don't buy MJ. What do you think you want? MJA is like, I'm not buying it. Well, then don't buy it, dude. Just sit there and watch the videos for free. Nobody's asking you to buy. I don't ask you to donate things either, just so you know. Oh man, we got a spam bot. We got to get rid of the spam bot. Spam bots. Oh man, you know you made it when you got spam bots in your chat. Do the Zooks go from the Strip to the airport? No, not yet. They're going to be launching Zooks within the Uber app, so it's going to harm Uber drivers a great deal because now Uber drivers will have to compete with Zooks in the app. So you got a human being that used to do human being things to make money that can be spent on other human beings and goods and services, take care of the family. And then you're gonna have Zooks, which is autonomously run through Amazon, which sucks. I don't like that. It doesn't really matter to me, Alvin says, because I'm long-term equity position hold, but it's just more sunny in the morning and I'm looking at green on all my holding. Nice. Yeah, so now's the time to ask me a question. Where did the markets open at 3 p.m.? Did they gap down or did they gap up or did they do nothing at all? It just depends. There's a lot of stuff happening right now. The minute that troops get deployed, the market's going to tank like you've never seen before. It's going to create huge opportunities for you to short if you know what you're looking for and how to leverage things properly. And then it's going to create great opportunities for you to go long if you know what you're looking for, so you don't just click buttons randomly. And I'm telling you guys, you buy one of those candles, you do it after you understand why you're buying those candles, not just because it's a gambling addiction that you have. You can sit there and in 30 seconds to 2 minutes, you can make $1,000. You can make $2,000. It's ridiculous. Well, the Zooks asked for tips. I wouldn't put it past a company to ask for propinas when it comes to automated stuff. And it's dead in town tonight. I mean, like I'm telling you, I walked through the Treasure Island here. There wasn't a lot of people. It was just not very nice. Did we gap down or we gap up? Gap, 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 gap. Do that doo-wop stuff. My phone service sucks on this right here. You can't even see a chart. Best wishes to you, Maria Ann. Okay, very cool. What? The price has gone up. I was about to buy in as well. Buy in on what? Oh, you were, yeah, I'm sure you were, Stephen Fife. It's $50, bro. I have to put the price up. I think the price will be $300 tomorrow or Monday because it sells at $249. It sold at $199. It'll sell at $300, and eventually the price goes to $2,000. And then you guys are like, I should have gotten it at $199, but I never thought he would ever put the price up. And I'm like, yeah, well, you've little faith, bro. The price didn't do anything at open. That's the way the markets usually work. Unless, yeah. No, wait, there's something really wrong with this. Because light crude futures are running and my chart is not showing anything. It's a Verizon problem. Oh, there they are. Did they gap up? Nope, that's 1 o'clock. They went up at 1 o'clock. And then at 5 o'clock, which is like Asian market open, they went up. Yeah, we're good. Market's healthy. $50, 2 drinks at a nice restaurant. Yeah, but Stephen Fife is not coming to Vegas. He wants to buy my course, but he wants to, some people, not Stephen Fife, some people want to make excuses for why they shouldn't do a thing, which is fine. Am I greedy? Am I greedy? No, I'm not greedy. Nuh-uh. No, I'm not greedy. You're broke. You're broke and you're poor. You call me greedy. I created a thing that benefits people immensely. If you're broke and you're poor, okay. I've been broke and poor for a long time. I know exactly what $50 is worth. You think I don't know what it's worth. But if you're going to complain about $50, you're going to hate it when it goes up to $300, and then you're going to hate me even more. I'm not here to coddle your feelings. I'm in my mid-40s. I come from that generation where our parents would punish us, and we'd have consequences to our actions. Split in your viewers' faces. I'm not spitting in anybody's faces. If they want to buy it, they can get it today for $249. It's called the cost of doing business. I have expenses. I maintain an entire business. Okay? So, no. Sorry. And by the way, people that say that, they're never going to buy that. They weren't going to buy it. They aren't customers. I'm telling you how business works. You don't have to believe me. But anyways, if you go and click on the site, you can learn more about it. It's code 402. It'll give you it for $190 or $249. How about 40? How close do you think AI is to fully automated all trading? Nowhere near close. Nowhere near close. Nowhere near close. Not close at all. Look, the markets are because the markets have human beings involved. The markets can't be traded automatically. There's just too many human things that happen in the markets right now. And there's something else in the markets called dark pools, which some of you guys may not have heard of and some of you have, and they make for fun YouTube videos. But a dark pool is, let's say you're a big holder of Apple shares and you want to sell $500 million of Apple, and you don't want to put in one giant order all at once. You will offload them over time, and then what'll happen is you do it through sub-channels, and all of a sudden the order book is not flooded with big orders for Apple, so it doesn't tank the price, but it happens, and then the price adjusts and it catches everybody. There's little things like that happen, and so I don't think that automated trading is close. It'll happen eventually. Everything is going to run on AI in the future. I appreciate the course and definitely have learned a great deal. Thank you, Jay Potter. Do you ever stream live? I love you for asking that question, Dale. If I ever stream live. I don't know if I follow it. You may have meant a different thing, considering that I'm streaming live. I stream live twice a week, and I do static uploads 5 days a week. Thank you. Thank you very much. Let's see here. You can't sell large blocks at once. You have to ease them out to keep from scalping yourself. There you go. Spit in your viewers' faces. Dude, stop being so weird, Dale. He doesn't want anyone stalking him IRL. What did Dale ask? I missed something that Dale said. The dude, Dale. Hello, this isn't live. I actually headed out to the Treasure Island to meet you. Dale's not at the Treasure Island. These are, oh, hey, Mud Sharks. How you doing? Nice to see you, bro. I'm sitting here at the Treasure Island, dude. I mean, I don't know what you want me to tell you. you know. Here's my chat screen of a live stream. Now we're playing Inception. There's a 30-second delay, so when I do that eventually, it'll show the screen 10 times over. After 50 years of dealing with people and investments, I find that most people fail to act on opportunities, can find excuses to validate. That was me for years and years and years. It's years and years and years. I'm sitting at the Treasure Island right now, dude. I'm talking to you live. Don't accuse me of being AI. I've actually had people accuse me of this. It's not AI, bro. No. If I'd made an AI version of myself, it wouldn't be some busted up, chubby, mid-40s guy trying to get you to buy his trading course. Yeah, people that buy and sell 20 shares usually don't comprehend the mechanics of buying. You know what, actually? Somebody was telling me about this the other day. He said he might put in a giant swing and worth $1 million on something, and I was like, how do you do that? How does that work? It was actually my mentor, and I said, how does that work? How do you do that? And he said, you can do it on your own, but it's best to call your bank and verify everything, because there's all these safeguards in place and stuff like that, and it takes time and everything like that. So yeah. So I love when people tell me I'm AI. I love it when people say that I'm not real. But yeah, greetings from ATX. ATX, what is ATX? Austin, Texas? Oh, I know who you are. I didn't see your username. I know who you are. 40 years of work, retired while off. Good for you. That's awesome, dude. That's good stuff. Congratulations, bro. Happy for that. So yeah, so if anybody's looking at what's going on right now and you're wondering what's going on, and the answer is you can't know what's going on right now. First of all, the prices of everything. It's on YouTube.
What's your channel?
It's called Not Leaving Las Vegas.
Not leaving Las Vegas?
Yes, sir. First of all, the prices of everything were way too high. Things were way too high. The prices we were overpriced. This is actually a good correction because it keeps the markets very, very healthy right now. And we needed to have it. There's a number, there's an indicator, I talked about it on my video, and it is priced up as high as right before the Great Recession or right before the financial dot-com bubble of the 2000s. So this is good that the prices are coming down. Now we're in a correction territory. We're going to continue to probably trend down for the next little while. The reason why is that they're almost certainly going to deploy troops in Iran. There's 2,500 Marines. They are specialized types of forces. They go in. The markets really, really hate that. They call it instability. I like this shirt though. I know it's an old brand.
Just subscribe, okay?
Oh, thank you. I appreciate you. I'm boring, by the way. I don't talk about Vegas much. All right, cool. Love it. Thanks, man. He's like, I just subscribed. I'm like, good. He's going to be disappointed. So yeah, so we're going to get down, and it's a giant correction that we're in. And all I can tell you guys is don't try to buy the bottom. I don't give financial advice, and I'm not going to tell you when to buy something, when not to buy something. But I will tell you that if you try to do that, you're just playing with fire, you know. The way I would do it, like I said, is I would scalp things. I would be in and out really, really quickly. You had several opportunities today. And just be careful out there. I want to look at my chart right now and show you guys something. I don't even have my levels drawn on this chart. That's a shame. Layout set up. Nope. New, nope. Load, open. There it is. Stream without levels. Anyways, ask me questions, I'll answer them in a minute. Yeah, so I have this set up like this. So you can see that the price, it's already bumping against a level. And it's done that again back here. And then it'll go up here. It'll turn around. There's a way to know where things are going and where they might turn around. And if you're trading futures and you're using a prop firm, you don't really have that much of an investment. You have to do the test, and the account costs a lot less. There's ways to do it. Love your short video that you posted earlier. Oh, cool. I've tried watching other Vegas streams and I can't do it because they're boring. Well, thank you. I appreciate you. We're going to get walking in a minute here. I do have to go and see the strip and stuff like that with you guys. But I'm just kind of enjoying right now. Coin show at the Tuscany. I'm not a, what do they call that? There's a word for coin collectors. I don't know it. I prefer themed hotels, casinos. It's more fun. It's been a while since on the Vegas Strip. I was on the Strip twice last week and twice the week before. Don from here in Vegas, Don Ricketts, cool. I tried watching other Vegas people. Love your short video. Do you offer a coupon for your course? Yes, I do actually. If you go today, right now, you want to get in on the course. You want to get it for $249. The code is 402. That's for the live stream today because it's the 2nd of April. Actually, don't you know? One more thing I have to change, and then we'll get out and about and we'll go walk around a little bit. Do. Let me just change this, and then we can get walking. 402. How'd you do, Pikachu? Anybody gonna see the Super Mario Brothers movie, The Galaxy? I don't go to movie theaters anymore. I haven't been to a movie theater in years. We wanted to see the last Bond movie, and now they're going to make James Bond and probably wokeify it because Daniel Craig's done with it. We did see the last Bond movie in a theater, come to think of it. But the theater experience is weird in 2026, you know? It's like everything's got a gimmick attached to it. Yeah, I think it'd be awesome to watch. I worked for a millionaire who made me cut coupons for their cleaning supplies and groceries. Yeah, that's not the way I treat money. It's the first step for those that want to move into large trade, potentially the same thing many moons ago. Here's what I will describe to you, right? What is wrong with my camera? What is going on with that lens? Oh, it's got a giant smudge on it. Here, let me flip my camera back one more time. I'm going to explain to you guys, if you guys want to be like Alvin here, what you need to do. Not financial advice. Everything you do implies risk. There is no such thing as a guarantee. I've said that before. My course doesn't guarantee anything. There's people that sell $6,000 courses, mentorships. They can't guarantee anything. Millionaires get that way, but not spending their money. Completely disagree with you. I don't agree with that 100%, Mark, with all respects. You're one of my students. I'm not trying to argue with you, but what I was going to say is this is what I would do. This would be my plan, okay? Don't trade options. Options are complicated. Options are complicated. You need to time them out properly. There's all sorts of Greek letters involved. People lose a lot of money trading options. Probably not your best move. Learn futures. Learn 3 or 4 key primary things that work every day. In order for your trades to work, they have to be repeatable and replicatable. Canadian words I'm making up. It's not a Canadian word. They have to happen over and over and over again. That's where we call systemizing things, okay? I want you to consider something. Hey, chats, answer in the chat. Do you make a better hamburger than McDonald's? Type Y or N. Do you make a better hamburger than McDonald's? Type Y or N. Do you make a better hamburger than McDonald's? Let's see what you say. Then we'll move on to what I mean about systems. Okay? We got good evening. Yeah, Greg makes a better hamburger than McDonald's. Awesome. Who else? Yeah, Chris. Dorky Dave says no. And the answer is, of course you make a better hamburger than McDonald's, but then the question I have for you is, how come you don't sell 1 billion of them every year? It's because McDonald's has a system. They used to call it the speedy service system back in the 1950s when it first came about. But even to this day, McDonald's has a system. If you want to own a McDonald's franchise, there are steps involved. You have to fly to Illinois, a big thick manual that they have. You have to mop the floors a certain way. You have to clean the grills a certain way. So you have to have a system. A system can be found by a couple of different ways. Hit or miss. You can go in and you can try a million different things. What people get wrong with the trading world is that they put their money into the market right away. That's the worst thing you could ever do. You put $2,000 into an account, you figure, I'm going to trade small, I'm going to trade micros on the futures market. Maybe you go in and you might win a few times, and then you get this bloated sense of confidence that you know what you're doing, but you don't know what you're doing. You lose all your money. Now you're out $2,000. hey, trading is a scam. You tell everybody this sucks, I'm done with it. And then your friend tells you that they're doing something and you say, oh, no, you shouldn't do that. I lost a lot of money that way. That's because you didn't have a system. So what you need to do is you need to find a system. Find it on your own. Do what I did. Spend years losing all your money. Great. Don't do that, though. That's a bad idea. Nobody should do that, right? Second thing is find a course. Find something. There's some good YouTube teachers out there. You'll find that they make a lot of videos. They usually, in my experience, leave 1 or 2 key details out. Okay. But once you find 3 or 4 things that work in multiple market conditions, because look, here's the thing, right? You're going to have multiple things that happen throughout the course of a day, of a week, of a month, of a year, okay? Markets run in cycles and things cycle around, okay? You need to know, for example, when we are in a choppy market that doesn't run up or down for any discernible amount of time, you need to know how to find levels on a chart so you can find the opportunities on a chart. Then you need to know when that price is probably going to turn around. There's a thing called a Fibonacci. It can help you with those things. You need to understand what a breakout is. You need to know 3 or 4 things that work over and over again. Then you have to practice a lot, tons, over and over and over again. Over and over and over again. You do that with what's called paper trading, but most people don't know how to set up a paper trading account, and then they don't know how to track their metrics. But only then you might think, okay, so I paper traded, I've got this. Paper trading is practice trading. It tells me that I made $10,000 over the last 2 months, 3 months. I created a part-time business for myself. Takes whatever time. I'm good, right? Now I can put $2,000 in the market. No, you can't put $2,000 in the market. You should never put $2,000 in the market. Thank you for buying my course, Sue. Do it as much as you want. Burn yourself out on it, then come back to it, then do 1 a day. I'm so proud of you, Sue. Thank you so much for being a student of mine. Then once you get to that point, you want to leverage what are called prop firms, in my opinion, my take, right? Prop firms give you, for a fee, you pay a fee. You have to prove that you can earn a certain amount of money trading the same market as somebody like Alvin might trade, where he's using cash accounts, or somebody else's account, and he's trading big positions. You trade small. You then graduate the account, and then they give you a loss. You can lose $2,000. Account closes, start over again, pay the fee, take another exam, $2,000. That way, you have a $2,000 loss limit, and you're not leveraging. You're leveraging it. And then from there, what you do is your goal should be to take money out of the market, set it aside, and then move to a cash account. See, that's how you do it. But you don't just go in willy-nilly. You don't do that. And I have a system. I have a thing that I created. So if you guys are interested in that, then I'll put it up here one more time, and then we'll get walking. It's called 1K a day. It's years and years of my failing and losing and spending money on prop firms when I really shouldn't have done all that stuff. It's my falling on my face 1,000 times until I found something that worked, and I started sharing it with other people, and it worked for them too, and then I made it into a thing, and now it's how we support the channel and how I help other people feel inspired and empowered and do good stuff. Listen to him, people. You won't get large-scale equity block investors to sit with you and train you. That never happens. You know why? They're too busy trying to earn more. Start small, grow gradually. Small account, leverage yourself, squirrel things away. I don't tell you how to invest money. This is not I don't have an investment course. I'm not a certified professional advisor. That's important. And then from there, don't listen to stock tips on YouTube. It's not financial advice. But if somebody tells you you should buy XYZ at this time, they're probably getting paid to tell you that. I will never take one of those deals. I can't do it. It's not a thing. And if I did do it, I would show you that I'm investing in this thing, and I would even say, you will imply there is always risk on stuff, okay? So click on the link. I'll put it up one more time if you guys want to join and change your lives. I think it's life-changing. I like it, and I won't sit here and harp on it for much longer. But, we got people that want to have a better life. Thank you, Alvin, for backing me up. It means a lot because I know where you're coming from in life. I won't tell you much about Alvin, but he is a very high status person, and he's a super nice guy, and I email with him all the time, and he teaches me a lot of things, and I really appreciate him, okay? So I'm a student of Steven's and learned so much watching his videos. Honestly, think it's time, money well spent. Thank you so much, Don. Hi, Steven. We were just in Vegas last week. Sorry I didn't run into you. Please let me know how to contact you about email about your visit. You will want to hear this. Salvatore. I have an email thing in all my regular uploads. Just click on more info and then click on my email. I love the prop firm concept and learn and become empowered. My advisor at the work IRA keeps trying to get me to go open a Ray James investment account. I feel like this course. If you open those investment accounts, listen, you better have a plan, man. I don't know. I'm not here. Like I said, I can't tell you enough. I don't tell you how to invest money. That's not what we do. I'm a YouTuber. One of my big pride things that I say is like, people are like, you shouldn't listen to stock tips from YouTubers. Yeah, you're darn right you shouldn't. That's why I don't ever do that stuff. We are not financial advisors. And you shouldn't pay thousands of dollars to somebody for their course either, because they're going to tell you the same thing I'm telling you. The difference is I'd rather one day that I have 10,000 students and then I help 10,000 people for a lower price. You should appreciate that I'm up at 4 a.m. just to back here up. Gosh. Oh, I got people asking Don how long he's been paper trading. Don, you're a rock star. Get your game on. Go play. It's pretty subdued out here tonight, isn't it? I'm walking down the harbor. You know where? I do know where. I won't say. My legs are so sore. I had such a come from behind day today. It is terrible. I took like 5 days off the gym. The gym's been sporadic. I'm going to be driving to San Francisco to pick up my wife sometime in the next few weeks. Like, my training is all over, and then yesterday I go and do hack squats. And today I woke up and I felt great, and then I got home. I'm like 10 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, oh my gosh, I have to sleep. This is the worst. How do you reset 1K with not sure email? If you're not sure the email you used, Keith, you should email. Oh man, how can I do this? I don't know your last. Here's the problem we're gonna have, Keith. Keith, here's what I want you to do. There's a few steps here. Go to my video today that's not a live video. Go to the show more box and email me on my regular email. If you don't have my course email, I have a special email for students. I need your first name and last name, and then I can look you up and I can tell you what email you used. Free parking at Treasure Island. Yes, we have free parking at Treasure Island. We do. Yep. It's one of the last bastages of free parking on the Las Vegas Strip. Are you going to Caesar's Palace? No, probably not. I think I'm going to stay in this area. I can hardly walk today. Like, my legs are incredibly. I have delayed onset muscle soreness, and I haven't had that in a very long time. So glad I got in at 200. If you're serious, get in now. You could and will no doubt pay 300 plus soon. Love being able to review the course. Oh, thank you so much, Sam. Look at all this. Look at all the love I'm getting from my audience. If you guys want to even just learn more, I have like a 4-minute video showing you stuff, and then we have all the modules up here. And then, there's a whole lot of stuff. There's a 30-day money-back guarantee. I mean, like, if you get it, you don't think there's value, I'll just refund you your money. I'm not here to. I don't play games. I just, here, take your money back. I don't care. Sells out every day. What do I care? So, what do you have to lose? Nothing. That's the answer. We're going to stop talking about it for now because I'm pissing a lot of people off. Find a comfortable place. Dude, I can't be that guy where it's just me talking on the camera with a strip background. I gotta walk. And by the way, it's called active recovery when you walk and your legs are sore. When you walk, it's fair to ask an approximate amount of profit made the last 3 months of your system. It's an impossible question to answer. Some people profit zero. I got guys like I showed in today's video on my testimonial making $700 a day. You know what I mean? Oh, thank you, Danielle. Dane. Thank you, D. Appreciate you. Just trying to log into 1K a day, blocked all the time. Keith, like I said, bro, reach out to me. I'll fix it for you. I can fix anything. I have the power. I've got the power. 1K a day is $125 for a night. Listen, it's not I don't make any guarantees, like I told you guys. I gotta be careful what I say. Like, I don't want people to be misled. Some people will buy it and not go through it. I can tell. Yeah, by the way, I know how much you've done as a student. I've had people that emailed me. They're like asking me questions, and I'm like, "Did you watch this video?" "Yeah, sure." And I'm like, "No, you didn't." It tracks what you watch. Like, some people don't do the videos. Some people have bought it and opened it once. They logged in once, and that was in September. Like, some people will do it and they'll become obsessive, and they will practice, and they will be successful. You're up 1,000 on paper trades. Cool. Dude, there's no guarantees in this stuff. I'm not going to lie to people. That's a big problem on YouTube. People lie to people just to get them to buy stuff from them. It's not true. You know what I started doing today? I'm changing the subject. You guys keep pulling me back to the course. I love you all for that. It's free marketing for me. I started using copper peptides on my face today. I started using copper peptides on my face, and I still have a dirty camera, don't I? I bet you I do. Yeah, I bought copper peptides. You want me to lie to you? No, YouTube will actually ban me if I lie to you. I don't lie to people. YouTube is always listening to our conversations that we have. I started using copper peptides on my face. I was watching a video about people that are injecting copper peptides, which has never been done. There's no human trials in that. You shouldn't do that, by the way, just as a disclaimer. You should not inject things that your doctor doesn't prescribe to you that don't come from a compounding pharmacy. But anyway, and then it turns out that they make copper peptides that go through your skin, that are topical serums. And I'm like, cool. Get rid of some of my fine lines and wrinkles. I'm down for that. So I ordered copper peptides from Amazon, and I'm going to be seeing if they work. Hey buddy, what's up? Have a good Friday. Yeah, Good Friday tomorrow, huh? 'Twas a Good Friday. Buffett advice. An inner uterine device works on copper? I didn't know that. What do you think of the injectable peptides? Well, before they were deemed to be not legal, I did use BPC 157 on myself, on my knee. I popped my, oh my gosh. I popped a tendon in my knee, and I got a Baker's cyst, and I thought I was going to need knee surgery. So at the time, I was much more cavalier about what I would do to my body, and I bought BPC 157 from a supplier down in Florida. And within 36 hours, I could walk on my knee. I couldn't put any weight on it. It was a it's a severely debilitating. It's my meniscus. I popped my meniscus. Sean says stay away from peptides, train hard and eat. I agree, Sean. Yes, to a point. You get to a point in your life where your body doesn't work the same way anymore. You know, just, what did radio said? Gravity always wins. Radiohead said that. I work for a company with a skincare line, Beverly Hills MD. We have a copper peptide product. We did a user group shot before and after. Yeah, so this is by something called The Ordinary, which is generally considered one of the better peptide companies, or one of the better serums out there. And and I had to research it. It's on Amazon. I was surprised that it was considered one of the better ones. The Ordinary, and I didn't buy just copper. I bought another one. It's like a combination one. I bought the multi-peptide. I bought this one here. Multi-peptide copper peptides, 1% GHKCU. That's the copper part, anti-aging serum for fine lines. It's better if you get 2% if you're just getting copper, but this is a 1% because it's a combo. This is triggering your fear of heights. Whoa! The meniscus, I know where the meniscus is, bro. Like, yeah, I popped it. It's on the inside of your knee, between your kneecap and underneath. And I had a giant Baker cyst, but that helped me a great deal. Some people use BPC 157 for stomach ailments. BPC 157 is a peptide. Peptides are a precursor to proteins. Proteins are made up of amino acids, and amino acids are made up of peptides in a certain order. BPC 157 will never be launched by a pharmaceutical company because they can't make a patent on it. They can't make a patent on it because it comes from our stomachs. Babies tend to have a lot of BPC 157 in their stomach, so they can survive all the germs and all the things that plague them as children, as little infants. I'm not looks maxing, no. I mean, I'm trying to get into shape because if I have more muscle, then I'm healthier. When you gain muscle on your body, you process sugars and carbohydrates better, and exercising muscle burns fat. Your bones get more dense and strong when you do resistance training. 20 years from now, I'll be a senior citizen. I took an injectable BPC 157. You have to use an insulin needle. It's very inconvenient. Wanted to see Chicago while in residence there, but the prices truly were insane, especially when adding to the hotel and rental car. But nowadays, you know, that stuff is just impossible to get because it's outlawed. So, took a bunch of photos today. I'm a birder now, which is hilarious. Never thought I would be a birder. Scott, I'm not giving you advice, bro. You should consult a doctor. Just saying. Got a picture of a pigeon, and I know it just sounds like it's just a pigeon, but I don't know. There's something about these things that when you catch them in the right light, looks majestic and nice. Anyways, you guys can ask me questions. I'm here to answer. What's the empty hotel? That is the Mirage, the old Mirage. I sent my wife a text showing her what that looks like today. I can show you guys. That's this right here. See, this is the top part. That's the Mirage from the Treasure Island. That's what it looks like. There's no gold in the windows. You think there's gold in the windows, but there's not. That's what it looks like now. We'll go and get a better look. They're starting to build the frame of what'll be the casino too. There's a lot of birds up at Mount Charleston. Yeah. There's a lot of birds all over the valley, man. I'm starting to learn them. Like I was sitting at Treasure Island just now and I saw a northern mockingbird. So like you see them, and then you have to learn the anatomy of the birds because they all do different things. They have different behavioral patterns. So if you want to get photos of them, you have to actually understand how they work and what they do. Man, we're probably going to be able to see that guitar from space. It's a big guitar, man. It's actually like my new favorite thing in Vegas, although a lot of you guys hate it. So quick informal poll in the audience. Do you guys love the Mirage or do you hate the Mirage? Or sorry, I keep saying Mirage. Do you guys love the Mirage? Oh, I said it again. Do you guys love the Hard Rock or do you hate the Hard Rock? Tell me in the chats. I just can't get you out of my head. You hate it, okay. One person says hate. One person says love. Scott likes it. Blazer likes it. What kind of bird is a big bird from Sesame Street? He's, I don't know, man. He's a mutant bird. Can't do without it. Be cool if they do a little light. They are doing a light on the top, yeah. Can't wait to see the Hard Rock next week. Yeah, it's a funky one, man. I'm telling you. It's some cool stuff, dog. They won't let me in. You're too old. I'm old too. What do you think of the Hard Rock as a backdrop? I think it's nice. I like it. Like I said, I think it's going to be a testament to iconic art. I mean, I like rock music. I'm a rock and roll fan. I was listening though to I try not to listen to rap, but I was listening to a Filipino rapper before I got in actually. But lately I've been listening. This morning I listened to Abbey Road all the way through while I was working this morning. I get up at 5 in the morning and I work. The Mirage was the best guitar. We'll just have to wait and see. Greg likes the Hard Rock. Dana's in the wait and see. Wait and see mode, yo. See what it does. I see your name is Dane. I see. Thank you so much, Dane. I see you enrolled. Na 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 na. Oh, I should text this person because they're texting me. I am streaming now. Hello there, Eric. The one in Florida is cool. I like it. I mean, I think it's pretty dope. It's slick, Rick. We had a comment there that I wanted to read. What do you think about the CEO, Derek Stevens' comments that Vegas is fine with only wealthy being able to afford? Now, Oliver, that's not what he said. He didn't really say that. They're talking about the K-shaped economy. The CEO is finally getting it. They finally understand that they've driven out the value budget gambler. Do you ever go show the Pinball Museum on the South Side? Monday night I had a healing at the classic Italian joint downtown catching Santa Fe. I helped save the Pinball Hall of Fame years ago. They were going to lose all of their everything because they started building on the strip and then COVID happened. So I did a video and then I tried to like solicit donations to their GoFundMe, and I managed to get them like, how much was it? Probably $70,000. We had one giant donation and then a lot of smaller ones. Anyway, so that actually had them hit their goals so they could build the Pinball Hall of Fame. And I don't go down there anymore, really. Honestly, like I've told you guys, by the way, I need to ask your sincerest help. I need you to subscribe if you enjoy what I'm doing here on the channel right now, blending economy with Vegas as a backdrop. Because I lose 20 subscribers every day. So I lose 600 subscribers a month now. My channel's going backwards for a while. It's all part of the plan as I start talking more about the economy and try to reach out to the super genius level people like the ones watching this strip right now. You guys are all geniuses. So subscribe if you're new and put the word new in the chat if you're new and you've never seen me before. But anyway, going back to it, I stay apolitical. And there's a reason for this. Last time I was at the Pinball Hall of Fame, I had what was potentially the most negative experience that I've ever had at anything in my life. We'll show the crowds here. What happened was I was in there looking for Mr. Arnold. Patrick Arnold, I think is it Patrick? It's not Tom Arnold. He's the owner, and I was going to chat with him, and then his wife came up to me, and I was just talking about stuff, just general stuff. I'm like, how you guys doing? I heard you're doing a lot of charity, it's so great. And then I don't know where it came from, but out of nowhere, she started having this one-sided, non-solicited, off-the-rails political discussion with me that turned me off from ever going back. So I haven't been back since. That's why I learned my lesson the hard way, to stay off the politics chain in these chats with you guys. You guys can talk about it, but like that's a good memory for me to have. Sometimes things in life are a blessing or a lesson, and sometimes they're both. And that was both. That was a twofold. Any cool conventions coming in April? No, I don't think so. But I mean, yeah, the WrestleMania, that's not a convention, but that's going to be a big event coming up in the next week or two. Of course, Easter's here. Can blame the Iran war, Trump corporations to blame? I had to read that comment because Reddit Man sent me a super chat. Can blame Iran war, Trump corporations to blame? You guys discuss that amongst yourselves. You're losing subscribers because every video you post. Oh, does it? So Jay Lopez says that every video I post sounds the same. So here's what I talked about this week, Jay Lopez. This week I talked about the encroaching gas prices, the jet fuel crisis, and I showed you irrefutable proof about how every $15 to $20 increase in the price of a barrel of oil has exact specific inflation values for travel, for food, and when it hits. Yesterday, I talked about businesses and retail that are feeling the pinch in the bad parts of town versus the good parts of the economy, and I showed you the result of mass layoffs and bankruptcies. The previous video, I don't know what I talked about. So if you want to tell me that all my videos are the same, you don't watch my videos, you should go find another channel. I hear Norma's great, Travel Ruby, Jacob's Life in Vegas, and if you like slots, Pompsy plays slots. Go watch Pompsy. The reason I'm losing is because I'm losing people is because I started off as just a Vegas channel and people want to see Vegas fluff. And I don't present Vegas fluff. I talk about the economy and a lot of people don't want to hear about that. And I understand, so it's an expected thing that happens when you transition your channel. I don't hate on Norma. They're all great creators. They do fantastic work. They deserve every little bit of their successes. They just do a different thing than me. Yeah. So tell me how my videos are all the same. Thank you. Shame on you, Jay Lopez. This man is a legend. I'm not a legend. You have no idea what you're talking about. These videos are like no other. This man's got the balls to say it as it is. Well, thank you. Vegas becoming anti-fun and strict seems pretty counterintuitive. Make buffets great again. Make trains great again. You know, Americans just don't travel on trains, man. We just don't have a train culture, unless you're on the East Coast. You know, the Amtrak's big on the East Coast. Your videos don't sound alike. I don't think they do either. But fine, just do a video of a food review. No, here's the problem, okay? If I do that, then the algorithm doesn't know what I'm about. I prefer your videos of the live streams, leaves those to the hi guys. Make buffets huge again. I agree, make buffets huge, but there's so much like I showed in the video today, like food inflation's already up 1.3%, next up 1.7% on food inflation. So like, what do? Like you run a volume business on food where you have almost no profit margin. So like on the food side of things, we have the food side of things. You have the buffet. The buffet always gives you salad and bread first. That's the first thing you see when you walk in the buffet. They hope you will eat salad and bread and less of the prime rib, because that costs them a lot of money. New Acela from Seattle to Los Angeles. I saw that. Watch your previous before joining this live. They cover many aspects of Vegas and Ash. They do. I want to be a teacher. People say I'm a good teacher. I'm not saying I'm a good teacher. I'm saying what people say about me. They say that I'm a good teacher. I don't have, I'm a student. I have several teachers. I randomly pop in and out of your videos. You're always talking about something different. CC's Pizza, $10.99. Dude, that's how I got to be 235 pounds with a 38-inch waistline. We used to do CC's all the time, Mark. Vegas boomed 80 to 82 recession. Why? Value. Thank you so much, Granite Man. Did it boom in 80 to 82? That's an interesting take. Yeah, if we were coming out of the oil crisis, weren't we? Right, those are the first 2 years of the Reagan era, yeah? When's the new In-N-Out opening? I hope this fall into winter. If you go up there now, you'll not see anything. We're talking about the In-N-Out Burger, south end of the strip, by the on the Boulevard Shopping Center. You finally found your lane, so keep it coming. It's a planned thing, guys. This is what happens. It's called channel drift, and I'm doing the opposite. I put YouTube on hard mode for me. Thank you, Granite Man, for your support with the super chats. Please don't feel that you have to send me super chats. I do not need your donations. I don't want your donations. Stop sending me super chats. YouTube just takes most of them. Please don't send me super chats. I got plenty of money. I'm okay. I used to have the opposite problem. Do you see the new Dale MGM? The new Deal MGM? Yeah, I did a video on that, Charles, but all my videos are the same, so you probably would have heard of that every video. See, that was petty bullshit I just pulled. I shouldn't talk like that. We're gonna have to cover the Caesars deal. That Caesars just came out with an all-inclusive deal that we're gonna talk about in tomorrow's video. Is In-N-Out overrated? They're not overrated, but I will tell you that they have suffered. In-N-Out has suffered severe shrinkflation in the last few years. We used to live not far from an In-N-Out. We live near the Silverton, and there's an In-N-Out burger near the Blue Diamond Road. And over the time, man, I'll tell you, man, those burgers used to be, you get a number one combo for $9.50. That's a double with fries. And then we used to even replace it with a shake. And now that In-N-Out is like $14.95, and the meat is smaller, and the bun is smaller. It's crazy. I don't know when that In-N-Out's pegged to open. We'll hear about it. Somebody will announce a big deal, and we'll hear about it. Nah. I only had In-N-Out once in my life. I was disappointed because I got a piece of bone in it. Ouch. I only had one bad experience at In-N-Out, and it was where one of the onions didn't have the peel taken off, and it was kind of gross. Our In-N-Out in Keyser, Oregon, and Salem has a 1 hour wait every day for lunch. Yeah, but there's a lot of In-N-Outs here. Like, there's an In-N-Out on the west side towards Summerlin on Tropicana and Fort Apache. There's an In-N-Out off of Tropicana and the Interstate 15. There's an In-N-Out not far from here at the Link. There's In-N-Outs in Summerlin. There's In-N-Outs near, well, there's the one opening on the Strip again there too. There's In-N-Out in Henderson. There's a lot of In-N-Outs here. They don't really have 1 hour waits anymore. Vegas needs an overhaul. The town looks horrible. You know, it's funny you say that because when they did the visitor survey, one of the things that popped up and it boosted up from last year was this town looks dilapidated and in ill repair. But it's hard to look like it's in good repair when everything is constantly in transition. Yeah, White Castle's closing. In-N-Out's Mark Street in Henderson. Oh, there you go. Thank you so much. Mark is like a part-time Vegas local, just so you guys know. I don't know if I was allowed to tell anybody that. Okay, so there's one on Nellis. There's one in North Las Vegas. There's a ton of In-N-Outs here, man. There's a ton. Look at this, man. People they're already taking pictures of the guitar. It's not even finished. Tell me that guitar is not going to be iconic. It is going to be iconic. We have 3 on the 5 freeway. In-N-Out in Laughlin, never crowded. See, that's the thing. I'm pretty positive that if I go to Atlanta, the Chick-fil-A's don't have lineups. The town makes $60 billion in a good year. They afford to spray all the side. They don't make $60 billion. They make a little less than that. But they make about $1 billion, $1.5 billion a month on a good month. So the town doesn't make that much money. I'll tell you what makes more money than Vegas is Macau, China. They posted huge windfalls. In-N-Out in Canada would be really difficult, though. You guys have some pretty strict regulations on stuff, unfortunately. The Canadian marketplace is not a friendly marketplace to competition. Canada is kind of an oligarchy in a lot of ways. And by the way, I'm not criticizing Canadians. Like, I'm from Canada. I am one of you. But Canada has like a very strong stranglehold on dairy and groceries and banking and cell phone access. So Canadians kind of get the shaft on a lot of major things that in America we have way more of, unfortunately. It's what it is. I do like M Resort, although M Resort's not that big. But if you're a Raiders fan, you owe it to yourself to go check out the Raiders restaurant. It's the only officially sanctioned Raiders restaurant down there. I like M. There's nothing really for me to go and do down there.
You gotta go, what?
Will the Canadians come back to the U.S. or are we? Oh, you've never been banned, man. Look at how slow the valet here is at the Venetian. You guys were never banned. You guys banned yourselves, a lot of you, through social pressures and things like this. I hope you guys come back. I'd love to see you come back to Las Vegas. Canadians are friendly, they're nice, unless they're psychopaths like that horrible guy from the Flamingo, and that was just one-off. Most Canadians are not like that. Canada has a government that cares. Choices, then the people pay more. That's just the way free enterprise works. What's up, Mark? I'm doing good, buddy. The best El Tacos are in Barstow, California. The original owner You know what's funny, man? Barstow's the one with the big thermometer, right? I went to the Del Taco there. You're right, it was really good. Yeah, well, WrestleMania is going to provide a little bit of a bump. That's good. It's really good. There's Del Taco out here. They used to make really good hamburgers. I know it sounds crazy, but Mexican hamburgers are really good. Oh, it's Baker, not Barstow. Barstow is on the 15 though, right? I always get my Bakers and Barstows and all this mixed up, man. Vancouver has the best lottery odds of the NHL for the #1 pick. I'd like to see more Metro on the strip. There are 8,800 off listers. We could use about 10 extra per night. I agree. I'm getting hungry with you guys talking about food, but I have to slow down on the fast foods. Does Tillman Fertitta have to sell his shares in the Wind? Oh, yeah. Tillman Fertitta is trying to take over Caesar's Palace. He will have to exit his position at the Wind. There will be regulatory watchdogs in the government that will force him to do that. I'll be back there in a few months. I'll introduce myself to you. Sounds good, Greg. Table prices at the M. I don't know that. I'm not a gambler. Have I had you at Carbone? Not yet. What's up, Stephs? I'm halfway buff now. I'm halfway fat. Is it true there are 4 Major League games this year at the Aviator? Yeah, they do that. I think they did that last year, too. Actually, the Las Vegas Aviators are the farm team. They're the minor league affiliate of the Athletics, and they offered to let the Athletics have the Las Vegas ballpark and give it expanded seating to over 10,000, but the geniuses up in Oakland decided that they were going to play in Sacramento for some reason. You ever go to a Brazilian steakhouse across from the Venetian? No, not done the one you're talking about. Well, I'm at the Venetian. I'm trying to think. The only one I can think of is the one at the Fashion Show Mall. We've gone to, Fogo de Chao, Texas de Brazil. There's a good place out here. What's it called? Via Brazil. It's a local place with a local family, a husband and wife that own it. And Anna Gomez owns it. I would say if you come out here, make a trip out towards Summerlin and go to Via Brazil. It's a better steakhouse and it's a local place. It's not a chain. And then you get a unique Vegas experience, and it's cheaper too. It's like $60 or $85 for the all you can. I think casinos are going to be forced to enter mini junkets offer mini junkets to average consumer advertise during late night TV sports so everybody gets free stuff. That would solve the problem, but it throws off the economics of Vegas a great deal. Do I like ribs and rye happy hour? I don't drink at all. I haven't had alcohol in over 2 years now. So I don't drink alcohol, so I'm sure the happy hour is great. Alcohol was slowly killing me from a psychological perspective more than anything else. Oh, we're gonna walk a little bit further. My legs are so sore, that's why I'm standing in one spot. Why don't you gamble? What's wrong with you? Oh, I just made a choice. Everybody makes choices about what they're gonna do, and my choice was to not gamble because I come from a pretty hardcore line of addictive personalities. My babcia. You don't know what a babcia is? That's the Polish term for great grandma or grandma. She had to have brandy before bed every night. Like, my father got hooked on stuff and now he's off. I just come from a very long line of addict people, and I'm not doing that. Sorry, millionaires spend money constantly. They buy things. Yeah. Thank you, John. I agree. Sore legs mean you're getting good exercise. Yes and no. Like, you shouldn't work out to be sore, right? But I started doing hack squats to save my knees from being disgustingly horrible and damaged because I have knee problems to begin with. But I started doing hack squats, and then yesterday I put more weight on, and whoo, Dole, I tell you, man. Why would you spend your hard money on gambling? It's gambling should always be entertainment for you guys. Some people have entertainment. Their entertainment might be gambling. Another guy's entertainment might be strip clubs. Another guy's entertainment in Vegas might be seeing as many shows as he can. You don't make money by gambling. Are you out of your mind? Nobody makes money gambling. Gambling is always a losing game. Trading is always a losing game. If you have a system, you can make money gambling, but you always have to get out before the casino starts to find their edge, because the casinos always have an edge. Always. The casinos never don't have an edge on you. Like, I can teach you to trade with 1K a day, and I can teach you to be 80 to 90% good on your entries, but I can't stop you. Like, you want to know what the mind, you know what, F-U-C-K of trading is and gambling? Nobody stops you. Nobody stops you, right? You could spend your whole life getting good at poker and go on a losing streak and keep losing because you choose to keep losing. And you could be trading with 1K a day, and you could be having an 80 to 90% win rate, and then you go tilt on your trading account and you lose all your money. I can't stop you. You have a responsibility to yourself to stop. Know when to stop before you start. You're living on the edge. You're an Aerosmith song, huh? We're gonna go into Five Guys. Oh, I got Elvis over there. What's a good gym for a weekly pass? I'll be there for 3 weeks. Gosh, you know what? I'm not sure. Try Las Vegas Athletic Club, because there's one in every corner of town. They might let you do that. I go to a bougie gym. Last time I told you the price of my gym, everybody hated me and wanted to throw their shoes at me and their kids' diapers. You guys want to know the price of my gym? Say so in the chats. I'll tell you. You guys will hate me. Only James Grosjean makes great money from gambling, but he's number one. My granddaughter saw me trading and ran to grandma and said grandma's gambling. LVAC is when I go and I visit. 5:30 in the chat. Please smash the likes. Gym price? Sure. I pay $99 a month for my gym. My gym is not a common gym though. How's that face for you? I don't go to a regular gym. Like, I go to a gym where, so like most gyms have all these signs that say don't film yourself. My gym, when you sign up for my gym, there's a waiver that says people are filming in this gym and you're not going to complain about it, because my gym has guys that are on all sorts of gear, all sorts of juice. They're social media influencers, and that's what they do. We're getting water, we don't steal. So, yeah, I gotta take this out because my bottle doesn't fit. I know. So that's what I pay. I pay $100 a month for my gym. There was a 3-month commitment, and then they were like, you can quit after 3 months, just let us know, but I don't intend to quit. But it's not busy, and I choose it because it's not busy. Because if I go to a $10 a month gym, there's a bunch of idiots that are kids that are not there to work out, they're there to socialize. So the mall has been supplanted or usurped by gyms. What does $100 a month gym get you for that month from the month? Smaller gym, much better equipment. When I was paying $10 a month to go to EOS Fitness, the equipment was forever broken. It was constantly broken. Everything was constantly under repair. It was the worst experience ever. You couldn't get a machine that worked. I have to use machines because I have some joint issues and stuff, so I can't just do free weights all the time. And every machine at a $10 gym is just chronically busy. 2, 3, 4 people deep waiting on the machine. So you want to do a workout, it'll take you an hour. You're there for 2 hours waiting for the equipment. Sucks. So, what's up guys? So you go to an expensive gym, and the expensive gym, the equipment is brand new, really nice. Things never go down for service more than a day. They always have somebody to fix it right away. The people that are there are respectful, put their weights away. Let's going on over here. Wow. Five Guys knows how to make them happy, huh? So that's the difference. That's why you might expect to pay $100 for a gym. The fun part is I don't even look like I work out, so there's that. Mr. Sire Soprano getting my course. Thank you so much, buddy. Appreciate you. I'll put in the link. Do I like Five Guys better than In-N-Out? In terms of like, I mean, I like it better because it's never busy in this location, which is sad to say. It's never busy. And I can grab water. The food is about the same. I've never had the fries at Five Guys though. The fries might be better, I don't know. They both make their fries fresh, they're the same way. So I'd say it's negligible. I would look like I worked out if I didn't live in a world of roid heads. You are so right. 1 out of 3 people you see at a gym is on stuff that they shouldn't probably be on. I've been on that stuff in the past, bro. You guys could ask me anything. I'm a blank slate. I don't care. I've done all sorts of substances that you shouldn't do. All sorts of performance-enhancing stuff. If anybody's ever curious, just ask. I'm here to tell you so you don't have to do it yourself. Five Guys has better fries. Let's go see if Denny's is deserted. This is always a fun walk. It's kind of depressing to come up here. I've done all sorts of stuff that you shouldn't do. SARMs and one of these things I took. It's like these are research. They're not. You're buying them. You're getting them from China. Like it's crazy, bro. Hello from Spartanburg. That sounds like a badass place, Spartan. Did you guys ever run in the streets and go, "This is Spartanburg"? Have you heard any updates on the Buc-ee's? I've never heard of a Buc-ee's hotel in Prim. That would be pretty epic. I don't know if it would do well. I love Buc-ee's. I wish we had one here. The closest one is in Arizona, if it's even open. So we got the Denny's. How did this guy, oh, there's an elevator? Oh, is there a strip view? Oh, that's just the elevator. I thought that went out to the strip view. Hey, just ride your motorcycle into the Denny's because that's smart. I don't understand people. I'm an old curmudgeon. Yeah, once again. Man, why? In all my days, Denny's has always smelled exactly the same. And the biggest feature of the entire Denny's restaurant is closed. Why would you come to a Denny's if you didn't get the $1 million view out the door? And they closed the section down. Gosh, golly. I would have never guessed you tried PEDs. Props for coming out of the other side healthy. I was on medically prescribed testosterone. I've done SARMs. I've done other research chems. There's stuff I won't touch anymore. I won't do certain things. I really want to get a prescription to modafinil because my sleep is actually really bad, but I can't afford it. It's too much. Too much money. Modafinil is absurdly expensive. And you can't get it legally unless you have a prescription. How's the Stratosphere doing these days? Stratosphere recently closed their sale. They are now a private company. They were Golden Gaming. It was one of the best stocks when it came to trading that anybody would ever like. Wall Street loved them, and then they decided to sell out to private credit and private equity, and now they're part of I believe it's Vici. So they recently closed that deal. Now they're on hotel rent watch. We'll see if they can make their rent payments. we'll see what happens with them next. What's my favorite strip casino? I fancy the Bellagio or the Venetian and Palazzo, but actually, I was telling you, no, I didn't put, I think I put it in my video. My buddy Jay Bravo, when he's in town, he is like, let's go to the Wynn. So we started going to the Wynn and going to like Parasol, which is amazing for people watching, and he's teaching me that. So I don't people watch enough. So Wynn is really nice too. Actually, you know what? I'm going to say Wynn Encore. We'll just go with the Wynn Encore. That's my favorite. Strat is one of the only single zeros. You know what's sad is that the Excalibur is like preying on the low education gambler, because Excalibur is the budget hotel for MGM, and they have the worst odds, man. They got 000 roulette all over that place. They got 6-5 or whatever blackjack all over that place. So you think you're getting a good deal when you go in there, but really the odds are way against you at the Excalibur. And most people who come to Vegas are looking for a value, and they think that the low odds on a roulette wheel are good, but in reality, the house edge is huge. And that's the Excalibur's full of that stuff. And I'm like, why would you do that? Why would you do that to those people looking for a value? Lots of walking, not a lot of spending. Well, it's free to take pictures. Pretty little pictures. Do you know if the Hard Rock owns the land now, or do they have the same lease? No, they own the land. They own the whole enchilada. They bought everything. And then they sit on it and they pay rent to banks, and they're building this thing, and it costs them, they're burning money every day that it's not open. So I imagine they'll be open in time of 2028. Did you know if you add up the numbers on a roulette wheel, it's 666? That's creepy. Whoa! Mr. M sent me $25 on Cash App. I don't even display that anymore. You guys don't have to send me donations anymore. Thank you so much, Mr. M, for sending me $25 on the Cash App. I haven't used my Cash App in months. That's cool. Are they ever going to do anything about that building, the Venetian? No. This one up here you're talking about. I don't know that they will. They just print money. So now we're talking numerology, huh? 777. It's like a Pixies song. If man is 5, then the devil is 6, then God is 7. I don't sing anymore. I'm gonna stay at the Golden Nugget next month. Golden Nugget's a cool little place. They have a nice steakhouse there. Yeah, buddy. Although I was showing my buddy, so they purport to have the world's largest Golden Nugget at the Golden Nugget. Spoiler alert, they say the real one is in Mississippi somewhere, and that the one in Vegas, the large Golden Nugget, is a replica. Replica, not real. If man is 5, that's from a Pixies song. Monkey's Gone to Heaven. Downtown is better than the Strip. I like downtown, I like the Strip. Whatever, they're both equally decent. Downtown's just way too loud, and it just triggers my... You know, Walmart in my town, I don't know about your town, from 8 in the morning till 10 in the morning, they turn down all the music at Walmart. They have a sensory period. It's really nice to shop because everything is so loud where I live. It's just very loud. So if your Walmart does that and you don't like loud noises, you can go to Walmart between 8 a.m. and 10 a.m. And a lot of you guys are gonna be like, that's woke BS. No, it's not. It's actually really nice. Try it. You don't shop at Walmart? No. Is there any word on the Bright Line train? No. They have a funding gap. They don't have that train funded. They don't have the stadium funded. Like, everybody gets all excited about the stadium and then they post up stuff and it looks really cool, but there's a $500 million funding gap on the stadium. There's a gap on the funding for the train. They say they're making improvements along the lines that the train's going to run to. If you go down to where the station should be, and it's not actually that close to the South Point either, just so you guys know, you could not walk it. You could, it took you an hour to walk. But there's nothing but a bunch of graded ground. They haven't done anything since they put grading down. Say it should be a maglev. I don't know why America doesn't kick ass on that stuff. If we built a maglev train that went coast to coast, my goodness, man. It'd be the coolest thing you ever done see. Are the hotels using Waymos now, or is it still... There's no Waymo in Vegas at all, period. We don't have Waymos in this. They're launching eventually. I've actually been out and about, and I saw Waymo cars that are set to. They have special sensors all over them, and all they do is they collect data, so they can map out the city and navigate. But like, to put this into perspective, Zoox is now finally launching through the Uber app soon enough this year, I think it is, and. Those took a good 7 years of collecting data. Thank you so much, Road Glide Rider, for being a member. So, I don't know if Waymo has got, like, maybe there's open source. Well, I doubt it's open source. Open source being things that everybody can afford and get access to. But maybe Waymo's buying data from Zoox. Hello. It could be. I don't know. But Waymo has a lot of mapping to do before they launch anything out here. Isn't that train conducted by Golden Boy Musk? No, it has nothing to do with Elon Musk. Brightline is a company that has an existing line that runs north-south corridor in Florida. It was originally going to be Richard Branson's company, Virgin, and then they started building a Hyperloop. I think they tore it down. There was a little 1/4 mile Hyperloop test track up in North Las Vegas. That's likely what you're thinking of. That's the Elon Musk project. But to be honest with you, like, here's how this would work. If there was so consider the Hyperloop goes like 400 miles an hour conceptually. The concept of Hyperloop is a train that speeds along at 400 miles an hour through tubes. It's a series of tubes. Anybody know that reference? But if it got built, here's what it would do. If you had a Hyperloop, and the Hyperloop ran from Los Angeles to Las Vegas, and it took 1 hour, 20 minutes, give or take, you would have people in LA that are worth hundreds of millions of dollars who would have a choice. Here's your choice. Live in Los Angeles and sit in traffic for an hour to an hour and a half every day, in the morning and the evening, and get taxed, California tax rates, or live in Las Vegas and work in California, take a Hyperloop for an hour to an hour and a half every day, and save over 8% in personal income taxes every single year. And it doesn't sound like it's a substantial amount of money, but it is. If your income is $10 million or $100 million a year, that's enough to create a real estate boom in Vegas and inflate our population very quickly. You would see, yeah, but have you ever driven in traffic in Los Angeles? We have. It's not fun. We think we have traffic here. You think you have traffic in your hometown. Unless you guys are in like Atlanta or certain areas, you probably don't have as bad as traffic. But if it's an hour and a half, and you got to sit in LA, or you can do a Hyperloop, air conditioned, perfect, boom, doom. save 8%, 9% on your taxes every year. A lot of people would do that. Yeah, series of tubes. Somebody got the reference. We were driving in like Encino, California once. Thank you so much, GT Boxer. Corey from Bon Voyage Auto Body in Santa Monica. I highly recommend them because GT Boxer is very friendly to me. If you're in Santa Monica, God bless you. Your city burned down last year. I hope it's doing okay in Santa Monica. 50 years of my life in Los Angeles traffic, now in Oregon. In 25 years, I don't think the construction on the 15 has ever ended. I don't know, is there construction right now? I don't drive on the 15 ever. I will take the long way. I'm super tramp, I take the long way home. Oh my gosh, did I just drop a super tramp reference? My wife would be so proud, she loves super tramp. But yeah, so like I know that in this town you can drive from one side of the city to the other without really doing anything but driving in a straight line. So I just put on an audiobook or YouTube in the background. Take the long way home. Hey, do me a favor, I should be doing this a lot. Subscribe to the channel right now. I do a little bit of everything. I'm not a Vegas channel, per se. There, I said it. There, I said it, I did it. There's another, that's a reference Canadians. I would love to know if there's a single Canadian in the chat that understands when I say, I said it, I did it, what that even means. Because it's like the most hyper-local, ridiculously niche Canadian reference in the history of Canadian references. I said it, I did it. Nobody will get it. Supertramp in Santa Monica. Wow. I wonder if Everclear was at that concert. We can live beside the ocean. Yeah. I used to love Everclear. But anyway, I had a train of thought, now it's gone. So that's fun. Yeah, we were driving in Encino, California. I took a video and sent it to my brother. Hey, we watched Encino Man. No, I said it, I did it. No, that's an old thing, Sam the Record Man in Toronto. It was an old Sam the Record Man ad campaign from like 30 years ago, 40 years ago, maybe even longer. There's no more Sam the Record Man. Vegas gas is the same as price as California. I was just there. It's a little cheaper here, I think. It depends on where you go, right? Gas is $5 a gallon near my house. 45 days ago, I bought gas for $2.89 a gallon, and now it's $4.50 or $5.15. So our gas went spank boom to the moon. $4.39 in Bend, Oregon. Gas is $3.29 here. Gas was $5.79 today in LA. Yeah, so it's more money in LA. What do locals in Las Vegas think of Reno? Not much. Nothing negative. I don't think we think anything of it. Reno diversified their economy though. Reno saw the writing on the wall. They became a logistics hub for Amazon before anybody else did, and then Barnes and Noble and big logistics ran through there because it goes to Northern California and then up through like Idaho and stuff. And then in Reno, they did smart stuff. Like they have the Gigafactory up in Northern Nevada. I think there's a buyer for the old Harrah's in Reno, I read. That's good. Last time I was there, it was such a dump. Gas at Chevron. When I worked in timeshare up in Tahoe, my marketing director that I worked for, he called Reno the Atlantic City of the West. I thought that was unfair. But if you, like, here's a question. Why would you go to Reno and gamble? It's stupid. I'm not saying Reno is stupid. I'm saying going to Reno to gamble is stupid because you can drive over the hill and go into drive over the mountain and be in Lake Tahoe, where it's crystal beautiful water, gorgeous beaches in the summer, fantastic skiing in the winter. If you don't ski, you can still go up to après-ski up the mountainside. You can go tubing. I mean, this is nonsense to go and gamble in Reno when you got Tahoe next to you. And then, I don't know if they still do it, but Harvey's used to do concerts on the lake. Yeah, Tahoe's a really nice place, man. I really like Lake Tahoe. I go to Lake Tahoe in a heartbeat. Another tourist trap. Yeah. Why, I'm gonna have to find another app to stream on. I'm not appreciating this app very much. 11 frames per second. It's like choppy. It's like saying you're going to Las Vegas to vacation but staying in Laughlin. Well, I think most people would say I'm going to Tahoe. Sam Snyderman. Was that his name? Sam the Record Man's name? All right. Well, here's a fun fact for you. The Hawaiian pizza was invented in Canada by a Greek guy. Now you know a Canadian thing that you didn't need to know. All right, guys. I love you guys to death. You guys are fantastic. We're going to be back on Saturday in the afternoon at some point. Hopefully it's not too hot. So tune into the channel. Subscribe if you haven't. I'm begging and pandering for subscribers because what I need is smart subscribers. And if you found this because it said economy, history, society, maybe you like this format, and I do that on my videos. So I'm going to get going because it actually has a bit of a chill in the air, and I did not bring a nice sweater to wear, and I'm sore as hell, and I love you guys to death. And if you guys want to get in on the fun, be sure to subscribe to the channel. I'm going to drop the course with the discount code that we have for 1K a day. If you guys are interested in learning more, just go and read the site. See if you get part of the coupon. Use coupon 402. Get it for a lower price. Hawaiian pizza is the best, Sue. I love it. It's great. All right, we're going to go. I love you all. We're going to say 3, 2, 1, click. Are you ready? Just keep swimming. And 3, 2, 1, and click.